Hi, everybody. All right, we're here. Woo! Let some people come in. How y'all doing? All right. This is exciting. I should get my questions together. Hey, everybody. Are you liking the new singles? Come on in. Hey, Brian. I saw you live the other day. You were awesome. Hey, everybody. I'm just waiting for PJ to come in and let some people come in the room. Thanks for joining us today. I'm excited. I could play music, but I don't know about you guys, but I don't like hearing music all the time. Awesome. I'm excited about today. Oh, there you are, PJ. Awesome. Oh, this is great. Hey, sir.
What up?
How you doing? Oh, your hair's growing. Look at your hair.
I haven't had a haircut since the quarantine.
Man, you look great though. You look happy and healthy.
Thank
For
you.
musicians, this is hard for us.
Yes.
Creating. Thanks for doing Wild Card Wednesday with me. This is like having you on the first one is just a blessing for me. I really appreciate it.
I'm honored, man. I'm honored to be on the inaugural episode with you. I see.
Look at all these people coming in. They're excited.
Jay Moss is in here.
Whoa. Jay Moss is so dope, man.
Brian
Talk about tenor.
Yeah. Oh man. You got some solid people in here, Les.
I know you too. Mr. Renda Clark Cole is here and pass out.
Right.
This is great. Well, you know, people get excited seeing artists together. You know, it's hard for us to make time because we're all on the road like this, you know, and then to see us get together, it's a huge thing. Yeah. Did you see when we posted the little clip of the song? Everybody went.
Yeah. Well, I got it. So people love that song already, as I did. So when you asked me to be on it, I'm like, well, I love it already. I'll try to, bring something special to it. But it seems like the people are ready.
Oh yeah.
A lot of love when we posted about it, so I can't wait for them to hear it now.
Yeah, I wish we waited later, but I wanted them to get a premiere of it. Let me tell you how you came up, though. I've been wanting to work with you since we did our first duet, which you asked me to do. We did that Roberta Flack, Donny Hathaway song together.
We never officially put that out. People, people need to hear that one. But
we need to bring that back up. But yeah, I was almost done with the album. We had like 2 songs for the wild card left to do, and you were so busy, and then COVID, I couldn't get together with you. Remember I asked, do you have any leftovers, to write for me? But our schedules just kept going, and then I said, Rex, we should do this. This song is screaming for a male voice as well. We should call someone. I think a PJ would be perfect. And it just because I want to work with you, you know what I mean, on something. I said, and it'll be quick. And we were trying to figure out, he was like, that would be dope. But what about this person? I was like, nah, let's just go Nola, babe. Nola!
No, that's the nickname I gave Ledisi.
I know.
Born in New Orleans, raised
New
in the
Orleans.
So we both claim her. But yeah.
Thank you, PJ. And then when you said yes, I just, it's hard to get people to do duets with me. We were talking about that. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know, but I just leave it alone. It's not my fault.
Here, I just stay in my lane, Ledisi. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be trying to be out there singing with you, like doing all of that stuff.
Listen.
People probably get on, to get on a record with a powerhouse, that's a different thing. So I just went in my little world and said what I had to say and got on out.
Man, from the jump of the song, you came in when you got the track and I heard it back, Rex sent it. I went, you should have saw me staring at the speaker like this. Oh my God, I was so excited because you know what it could sound like with a male voice in your mind, but to actually have that, and it was you and the way you colored it, you didn't, we just sound like we were in the studio together. That's what I'm so excited about for people to hear. We did this during COVID, right in the start of it. And I said, PJ, help me out. And you came back blazing from the first line.
Thank
you. You saw people go up. They went, oh.
Well, I think part of it too, I think that's why, even though we weren't in the same place, relationship is important. The fact that we weren't total strangers, I think comes through.
Yeah.
It's like, I understood where you were with it and where you were coming from, so I think I was able to be there with you, even though I wasn't able to be there physically in the studio. So hey,
but how did you approach it though when you first heard the song? Where did you know where to start? I'm curious because it's so many beautiful layers of harmonies. When people hear it, they're gonna see how you went. You didn't go overpower on the original, but you also added a whole nother layer to it that was so beautiful. Where did you start? Like, what was your process?
Well, one, I think for me, I started, I wrote my verse because I wanted to make sure that I was authentic and organic in what I was saying, And
people don't know that you wrote another verse to the song. It's the second verse is new. Yeah.
Not just because I just want to write this part of the song.
No, it was perfect.
Because I wanted to be authentic in what I was saying. And anything for you is, that's extreme, right? So when I thought about it, that's the first thing I thought about. Like, man, if I'm willing to do anything, what do I want to say? And when I think about someone that special, it's like, man, I don't even deserve this. Like, what did I do to get here? And that's where I started. And I think the approach, because I already was a fan of the song, I was thinking of that. And then, of course, people know I'm influenced heavily. Stevie's the most obvious one, right? But D'Angelo was a huge influence to me as well. And there was some of that in there. And I just wanted to color. Like I said, I would be a fool to try to make it a powerhouse thing, So I think my approach was to compliment you by doing what I do over here, And then I even love the way we're going back and forth. Feels like we were in the studio together.
Right.
I was trying to find those pockets between what you were saying to just say a little something in there, and color. And I'm super proud of how it came out.
It's so beautiful, and I'm so happy I'm not a runner because there was space. There was space, and I love runs. I'm saying me personally that I left space in there so that you can add to it, And I originally wrote the song because Rex's father had passed away, and his family, J-Mo and Rex had the track forever. J-Mo the Great is so incredible, and Rex. Yeah. He's a beast, huh?
Oh yeah, no, I said J-Mo and Rex, but J-Mo, we worked together on BJ the Chicago Kid.
Yeah.
The 2 albums ago, he's a beast, man.
He's all over this new album. All over this new album. I worked with J-Mo on several songs, but this one, I worked with Prince, so he's like he just overtakes me when I work on an album. Somewhere in there, he's there, and so of course you're gonna hear D'Angelo and all his influences, but it's really Prince is where my root comes from. I mean, after working with him on stage, it's like, and him pouring into me, I'm not the same. Yeah, it's forever for me. Yeah, so people always reference one person, but I'm like, you have no idea. Prince was like, you need to do this and you need to do that, So when we wrote the song, I definitely wanted that energy, but when Rex and his family was talking about how much they missed their grandfather and their dad and the father-in-law in the kitchen. Because I had the track for 3 months and I didn't know what to write on it. So to see, you know, them talking to each other about this love, this family member that's forever, you know, that he said, the last thing he said was, I hope I gave you everything. I hope I did my best as he's leaving the earth, you know, that.
Heavy, heavy, heavy.
So
Yeah.
imagine your last words is hoping that I gave my all to you. That's love. I
Yeah.
would, and for your children, that's everything, knowing that your parents gave their all for you. So I ran home, PJ, in this little room and started, you know, doing the demo.
Blowing up. That's what's so amazing. That's why we can never run out of, I mean, you know, that's why the subject of love, it just never runs out, right? Because
Right.
it's so unique in what it is, and it's everlasting when it's real, and it makes you feel so many different types of things. Like, you know,
Right.
my love for Courtney is totally different than my love for, you know, for my kids, and like, and it's totally different from my love for my parents, but it's all
Yeah.
everlasting and unconditional, right? So we just find different ways to talk about it. A subject that's been around since the beginning of time, but something was able to inspire you right now to talk about love again, which is, it's insane. You know, it's insane.
But I love that being from New Orleans too. It's a culture thing that everything comes from how we feel. We don't just do things to be doing it. It
Right.
has to be honest, you know? And
Yeah.
I think that's with any creative, but from New Orleans, we wear everything.
Yeah. No, we
We
feel it.
really do.
That's been the issue, and I just saw a friend of mine, and we bumped, right. Um,
Hmm.
a big one of the biggest transitions in New Orleans, I think, was to not hug each other. we had to
That's
we
hard. I can't imagine.
we had to like adjust to that. It's like, nah, you know, if you're not in the house with me, I gotta bump you. But it's just natural for people to come and want to hug in New Orleans.
Right away.
We're loving people, man. We just are.
and
It's
and they
hard.
would think I was weird being in Oakland because I always want to touch or hug or
Don't talk about
greet.
when I moved to New York. When I moved, oh my God, I be walking down the streets of New York like, "What's up?" You know, like nodding to people I don't
Yeah.
know, and they look at me like, "Are you speaking to me?" Like, what? Yeah,
When Oakland thought I was strange and country, and my accent was really thick back then. You know, I had to cover it. It only comes out when I'm mad, but
right.
I had to cover it so bad. But
Word.
they didn't like the touching. I was like, gosh, that's what we do. We automatically hug and embrace. But our music feels like a hug all the time. When I listen to you, everything you do, immediately it's you either gotta this or you gotta feel and hear. You gotta meditate on it. It's like I love what we've created, our lane, you know, of what we do, and to be able to share that on one song, I'm like, yes, we did it again, you know.
Yeah.
But
No,
I want to know what with the quarantine thing going on for you, like where have you, like you've created a show, you
that's
know,
true.
that's today.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah. The culture trivia. Um,
Yeah.
is a show that, and it's on, well, will be 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. It's on Wednesdays. Um, but yeah, I created the show because I did, for me, the timing of the quarantine and, you know, COVID hitting was very unique for me because I had just come off of a run, like a run,
I know,
right?
I was trying to get you.
In 3 years, and you know, like just on the road, and of course go, you know, I go from the solo tour and then I have to do the Maroon 5 tour, and then I got to go back to the solo tour. So there was like no time, and I was actually feeling myself breaking down a little bit, like I was burning out a little bit. So
Wow.
I took this quarantine as I mean, I welcomed it, you know, and to like reset and be with my family and like figure all of that stuff out. So so it was needed for me initially, and then you know, then I do what I do. I mean, it only takes a little break to start to be creative again. So I moved everything into the house. I've been here since it started. I haven't been moving much at all.
Yeah.
And you know, just making music in the house. But the show was welcomed because I didn't want to do music quite yet. I just wanted
Yeah.
to you know, do something else and be involved in something else. So the show came and it just started to like take off. You know, I think people needed that too. It was kind of a welcome distraction for people. And it's been great. It's been great. We've had amazing guests, you included. I mean, so many, I can't even think. But last week was Bakari Sellers and Angela Rye and April Ryan and
Yeah, so great. This
Omari,
week, Queen Sugar, right?
The cast of Queen Sugar is tonight. We're doing a fan episode next week, and some more incredible like people coming down the line that I can't announce yet. But it's just been exciting. It's been cool. It's been weird to become a game show host, but you know, I'm down. I'm a communicator ultimately, right? So it's just that it's that same thing. It's entertainment, it's performance, it's being on stage in a different way. So I've welcomed it, and we're here. You know, Ultra Trivia with your host, PJ.
I love it though. I love it. I love the response from the other contestants, and everybody's like, "Wait, I didn't know that." How do you do a lot of your own research for the show as well?
Yeah, because you knew everything. You literally knew everything.
Listen, I study. You're not gonna get me.
That was not playing. So you like, I'm coming to
I
win.
love my music. Listen, you gotta know if you're gonna be in this. Know your music.
I know we get the questions done. I have my team that works on the questions, and then I kind of just adjust them after I have them to see, all right, this might not work for this person, or this one seems too easy for this person, or something like that. I try to adjust, but I don't really like to look too much beforehand, because I'm also happy to be surprised about information I don't know, like, you know, answers I didn't realize about film and sports and of course music still. I'm learning. I think that's what's cool about the show, is that it's fun, and we're having conversation, and we're playing a game, but then we're also learning, you know. So it's a win-win.
Well, what else do you think you're gonna do next? Like, you're with music, are you gonna take a longer break and create more stuff, or you don't know yet?
I am gonna take a break as far as solo music is concerned. But there is a gospel record that's coming this year. I haven't announced the date yet, but we're turning the corner. Actually, I can say Jay Moss was in here, and Dorinda was in here. They're both on the gospel record.
Yeah.
And that's coming really soon, and we're about to announce that and put out some more music. Of course, all in his plan with Leandria Johnson and Mary Mary.
That is incredible. Incredible.
Thank you. So that's going up the charts right now, and yeah, that's what it is. It's a gospel compilation. It's called Gospel According to PJ. I wanted to show people my roots and where I actually come from, and the songs that got me started in this business. My first play was the Men of Standard song when I was 16 years old, and that started it all. And then, you know, there's been success with like Let Go and Over that I did for Trinity 5-7, and even like Gotta Have You for Jonathan McReynolds. So I've always had my hand in gospel music, even though I wasn't a gospel artist. So we're finally putting out this a gospel project, and I'm super excited about that. So we shall see. So I guess I don't know. I slowed down for a second. We'll see. I don't know how to slow down fully.
I was gonna say, we're the same kind of people. We don't slow down.
Yeah, take pauses.
Pauses are good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for what's happening next for you, and I love the show. I love that it's gospel. That means you're going home for a minute, And hey, they have range. I see all the people on there. Um, it's just an exciting time to experiment for creatives. Is there any last thing of I know for me, you being on my album in some kind of way, the
Mhm.
wild card, which is coming out August 28th, everybody. It's a big day. So many geniuses and big moments happened on that day. So I'm praying that the wild card does very well. But having you a part
It
of
will.
it in some kind of
Yeah.
way, PJ just gives me a little blessing that I need, you know. So
I'm
I'm
happy.
excited to have you be a part of it
I'm
in
happy
some way.
I'm in the know. I'm happy I'm in the know.
Because I've been after you. I'm like, PJ, please. I didn't care about no Grammy, no nothing. I've been asking before that.
That's true. Facts. That's facts. I
Am
give you
I
that
right? I was like, come on. Forget
100%.
all of
No.
that. I need you. So
Yes.
it's
Well, we,
it's an honor to have you a part of it. And for creatives, you know, for us to put out music in this time where we can't perform, we have this little box to perform in. We're being creative and thinking of ways to reach out to our fan base. Do you have any advice for people like me or people out there that are creating music and putting it out during a time where we can't really perform as much as we'd like to and go on tour, and we have to find other avenues?
yeah.
Do you have
Yeah. No.
any advice?
We're used to working the record. Going
Yeah,
out,
exactly.
especially people like us, where we thrive on stage more than anything. That's
Whew.
that's the way we communicate. And when I was, as an independent early on, I couldn't even afford to be on the radio, right? So I had to. The stage was my radio, so it
Yeah,
has taken a big piece of the puzzle out of it. But I think ultimately, you got to look at it half full versus half empty and see, okay, I'm missing the stage and we're missing that. But what do I gain in this? I gain
yes,
people being home, being able to actually listen and focus and not move so much. So I think it really is about pivoting and finding new ways to connect to people like you're doing right now. You got to connect to people in a different way and use the sitting still as a plus,
yes.
as opposed to a minus, because we do. I miss touring so much, but I'm able to be home and connect in a different way, and I think people are able to. Because if I'm not mistaken, as far as streaming is concerned, people start going to the stuff that they like, the things that last, not necessarily the hottest song at the time. People start going to that catalog, right?
Yeah,
So we're blessed to have those catalogs where these songs last and they're not just hot for a year, but they can go 10 years ago and hear something. So I think this is, this allows people to do that. And I think for you, it's a perfect time to be releasing right now, where people can sit down and really digest this, because even me as a music lover, and I get so much music every week, right? Always. I've always been a supporter, whether it's something I'm familiar with or not. But even me, I wouldn't have time to really listen to what I wanted to listen to,
right.
because moving around so much. And now I can sit still and really take in an album. I've been running 5 miles a day since this quarantine. So I get to listen to full albums and
Yeah,
like really take this stuff in. So I think it's just a matter of looking at the positive versus what we're missing. And then when we get that other stuff back, it's never going to look exactly the same. But now we're empowered with, now I can put the steroids on again with
right.
this that I have here at home. So I'm trying to be as positive as I can about it, and I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
enjoying I'm enjoying this process. I'm
Yeah,
just really missing live, but I'm enjoying the process of being more interactive because
yeah,
you know me, I never go live. This is
yeah,
a
yeah.
big deal for me.
This is not your thing. Yeah, this is not your
No,
thing. You
but I'm
and
here.
yeah, you like to speak with that voice, and what you're saying, that is your communication. But this is great. People get to connect to you in a different way, and I know that it'll allow them to connect to the music in a different way because they know just a little bit more about you. Because we're not just selling music anymore, right? We're selling
Who,
ourselves and who we
yeah,
are. And
someone asked, who are you? People don't really know you, so you need to show them who you are. And I'm really like they don't know that, but I'm very shy. It's hard. I'm very focused, but I'm also like, I can go get out the way, you know, really quickly. But I'm excited. I'm just excited. They're going to get the single on Friday.
Yes.
They're going to have the show today to see you on Care for the Culture, which is awesome. Go and see it.
Yeah. On my YouTube.
I hope we do more of the gospel album, and I just can't wait for that. I mean, we're still putting out music, so support the artists, you guys. And
yeah, we need you guys. I mean,
we can't do it without them.
Yeah, we can make all we want, but if you're not listening and supporting, it makes it much harder for us to continue to give you this level of quality. It becomes harder. So make sure you support it. You're at home, listen to this music, tell people about it. You know, when you like something, be vocal about it and let people know. Spread the word, man. You know, there's nothing has replaced word of mouth.
Word of mouth has saved my career.
In the world, all the technology in the world has still not replaced the effectiveness of word of mouth. So talk about the artists that you love. Talk about the music that you love. And we got some good music coming this Friday and Led coming August 28th. Y'all support it, man. Y'all support it.
Well, thank you for being an example, PJ, for showing artists can get together and support each other. We don't see it often, at least I don't see it often, and now I'm learning it is possible. So you've taught me a great lesson. So thank you for that.
Right. Yeah.
I love you, man. Thank you, brother, for everything. You guys out there, I wish I could hang longer, but I have another interview to do. But I wanted to make sure, please pre-order. Get PJ's gospel album.
Gotta sell it out. Word. Quarter PJ coming soon. All right. Yeah.
All right, y'all. I love you, brother.
All right,
you be good. I'll see you soon. Bye, y'all. The new song is Anything for You, the duet. It comes out Friday. PJ wrote on it. It's new. It's different from the original. So get it. And he's singing his face off. Okay, I tried to answer a quick question there. All right, talk to you later, brother. Thank you. Have a great show today.
Thank you.